Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is May 24th, 2018. I'm Savino. This is Sushi Talks. So, what's going on? Hope everyone's having a great day so far. I just got to the studio. Been running around all morning. So, on the way to the studio today, I was thinking about some things. Mostly, like, what am I going to talk about today? And, I thought I would talk about a little philosophy today, all right? A lot of great thinkers, a lot of great philosophers from centuries ago till modern day thinkers, you know, religions, uh, all the different sources, they all seem to have come to a lot of them have come to a conclusion that, and it makes a lot of sense. And that conclusion is what you think you become, or what I think I become. All right. Now, this isn't the whole that the secret thing. All right. For instance, the secret just is some woo woo stuff telling you, yeah, if you don't get what you deserve, you should just think more about it, and then you'll deserve it more. And that's not how it works. All right. That's a big scam. That's all money making schemes. All right. The whole thing is, yes, the thought process of, what you think, therefore you become that, right? But the secret ingredients, you have to work really hard towards that. It just doesn't happen. You have to earn it. You have to work hard for it. So going, how does this tie in with music, right? Well, I'm getting there. So basically, I notice a lot of artists I talk to, doesn't matter what kind of genre they're in. If I'm working with rappers, if I'm working with singers, if I'm working with beat makers, I notice that, a lot of people have this negative, and I don't think they realize it, like we don't realize it until we kind of correct our ways. But basically, I see a lot of people have this negative mindset where, instead of believing that you can do something, I hear a lot of reasons why you can't do stuff. All right, if you're a rapper and you keep telling yourself you're not a good singer, right? I'm not a good singer. I have a dope hook that I want to sing, but I'm just not a good singer. That is a negative mindset. You don't even realize it, that how much that limits you. Just like if you approach that from a positive, more of a positive mindset, right? I'm a rapper and I also can sing. I'm a rapper that sings. Even if that's the first step. You need that mindset, all right? As you're practicing and constantly practicing and you're dedicated to your craft, you're working hard to see gains. You have a goal in mind. By the end of this year, I'm gonna increase my range by 2 octaves. By the end of this year, I'm gonna have my flow down and I'm gonna be able to rap and switch into singing back into rapping. You know how you do that? By practicing. You need the mindset first. You need to believe it first. All right? But you need to work hard towards that. Now, how do you train that? Doing vocal exercises, practicing your raps every day, working on on the delivery of it, paying attention to the detail of the delivery, paying attention to your pitch. Are you singing in scale? Are you melodic? Are you in rhythm with the drums? You have to become aware of those things. Once you become aware of those things, then you can correct what you're doing wrong. And then once you correct what you're doing wrong, you can start really pushing your craft. All right? So again, what you think you become. If you're a beat maker and you tell yourself that I can't make dance music. Dance music's too complicated for me. Trap beats are too complicated for me. All right? Maybe that point in time, because maybe you just started off and it seems complicated, but don't tell yourself it's complicated. You have to realize that it's all going to make sense the more you practice it. But if you always tell yourself you're complicated, then you're going to come up with tons of reasons why you shouldn't even practice it. That door's closed. You're not seeing on the other side now. All right? Whereas if you at least know that, I don't really know too much about trap beats, but I know I can make it. You go in with that attitude, even if you've never really practiced it, right? You go in with more of a free mind thinking, all right, well, let's break this down. What do I hear? Hi-hats. Okay, well, let's just mimic what the hi-hats are doing on other trap beats. All right, cool. Why the snare's doing that? All right, cool. I hear how the rapper's going to rap on this. Break it down in your head. Break it down and then execute it. Make something that's even better than that, all right? But again, like I said, what you think, you become. One of the greatest things I've ever learned, it was one of the wisest things I've ever learned, was I was reading this big ass book. It's called The Red Book by Carl Jung, right? He was a great philosopher during the 1800s into the 1900s. And it's funny because I just spent all this money on this big ass book. And when I say it's a big book, where is it? There it is. I'll grab it. All right. This big ass book. All right. Look at that. All right. So it's funny. So I'm reading this book. The first thing I noticed was, oh shit, it's in German. But thank God so I was kind of pissed about that. But in the very back, it's translated into English. So that's dope. Anyway, so I don't know where it would be. Oh, this is that. Give me a second here, guys. It's funny. So while I'm doing this, looking for it, at the time I had this idea, I was like, I'm going to read a little bit about philosophy and see how that affects my music, right? This is probably about a year ago. And then I read there's this one quote in here. I don't remember where it is, but it was great. I know I'm close. But I had to stop reading the whole book after that, so I don't know what the fuck else is in this. I'll get back to it, but I was like, here it is. All right. It said, woe betide those who live by way of examples. Life is not with them. If you live according to an example, you thus live the life of that example. But who should live your own life if not yourself? So live your lives. And that really resonated with me. I'm like, fuck. Here I am reading these books, looking for answers to shit. I don't even know what the questions are, right? And it dawned on me that I just need to live. That simple. Stop overthinking everything. Stop trying to chase illusions in a sense, all right? I really got to know myself after that. And the whole point of this tale is basically once I realized that I need to stop living by examples and find my own example, create my own example. I know what I'm doing. Once I realized that, my music, the way I go about making music, the way I see things, it's completely changed. And it's for the better, way better. Sessions are awesome. It's way easier to think about how or go about making music, So it's really cool. What you think, you become. What you think, you become. So if you find yourself, and I still do it too, but if you find yourself kind of thinking in a negative pattern, correct yourself quick, switch your thought process and see what happens. You'll be amazed. And the other big thing that I haven't really heard many people say, But I guess this is how I found my own way, you know. But uh, I doubt my thoughts, and that has definitely helped out the studio process immensely, from just the running the business, dealing with clients, to actually going about making the instrumentals, the way I structure music, the way I compose music, the way my music sonically feels is way different now because I started doubting my thoughts. And all that means is that, like, while I'm mixing or while I'm recording, while I'm writing, my mind is giving me all these different ideas and information, and I don't hold on to any of them. I just let them pass, and I just do. I just continue to write the song. I just continue to sing the song. It might sound complicated, but it's really not. And you also might be thinking, like, well, if you don't think about stuff, how are you going to do stuff? And you'll be amazed that you just continue to live life. You continue to live life in the world instead of being of the world. Because half the time our emotions aren't even our own. Half the time our thoughts aren't even our own. So it's really just this amazing process, you know. So yeah, try it out. See what I'm talking about once you start doing it. All right. That's it for today. Peace.